Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. Today, the Lakers took on the Atlanta Hawks and defeated the Atlanta Hawks of a score of 130 to 121. High man for the game. Also, happy birthday, King James. 47, 10, and 9. One assist away from a triple double. And I'm just going to get right into it. I'm glad the Lakers pulled that one off. I'm glad they were able to close the game out down the stretch. I mean, not necessarily close it out, but I'm glad they were able to get buckets down the stretch that led to them winning the game. We've seen games like this in the past where the Lakers don't necessarily finish the game, where they let small mistakes come in the game and just let them take them out their comfortability, and they don't end up winning the game. But we saw them knocking shots down the stretch, getting players open, getting defensive stops, which is something that I'm always harping on for the Lakers, but they took care of all that tonight. And especially, I just know they wasn't going to lose today because it was LeBron's birthday. I just absolutely know that. So besides anything else, they wasn't losing tonight's game because it was LeBron's birthday. If they would have lost on his birthday with Savannah in the stands, they would have all got the dead eye from LeBron at the end of the game. But like I said, LeBron scored 47. He had to put on his superhero cape tonight and just throw the Lakers on his back because he wasn't losing on his birthday. He was not losing on his birthday. So let's get back into the game. Lakers early on in the game, they were trading buckets with the Hawks, getting layups, threes, but they got down early, right? They were down by at least 13, 12, and they kept fringing on that, getting almost to that 14, 15-point range where it kind of gets unreachable for the Lakers, and they don't tend to come back once they get down by that much. But they stayed copacetic. They stayed in the game, and they fought. They continue to fight. They made shots. They got defensive stops. They just cut into the lead. And I want to say that stretch right before halftime where they were playing defense and just weren't getting that necessarily the stop on the other end of the floor to keep them rolling. They ended up getting that last stop by on Trae Young at the end of the quarter where he wasn't able to get up that shot. Had he been able to get up that shot, who knows how the game would have turned out? Who knows what that would have done for us later on in the game? But instead, the Lakers responded to being down and actually did something to get back into the game. But my highlight of today for today's game, Thomas Bryant. Man, he was up there grabbing boards like he was a crazy man for sure. 16 and 17 rebounds. That's a lot of rebounds no matter how you slice it. So, shout out TB for going on the glass crazy today. And we also needed his performance, those putbacks he was getting. Just know when you grab rebounds, you keep possessions alive. Even if it is a bad shot, you still keep the team in it on that end of the floor. So shout out TB grabbing all those boards, keeping the engaged. Also, I think we got some good minutes from Wendy and Gable tonight too. I would love to see a set. I know I keep saying this. I would love to see a set where we can get AD and Wendy and Gable together or AD and TB together, because just playing double big, man, Twin Towers in there. It's not a lot of teams that even do double bigs anymore. It's not a lot of true power forwards in the league. So I feel like the Lakers should try to take advantage of that when AD gets back, if he comes back this season. So I like to see TB go crazy on the inside, and he's a man among boys in the center. So TB, I didn't understand how we missed this production early in the season, but I definitely see why they wanted to wait a little bit to see how him and Schroeder respond coming back off those injuries. But also, we didn't see no Lonnie tonight. I guess he was hurt. So instead of Lonnie playing, we got JTA and AR started in the lineup to come out the game. AR was in starting five. So we got a lot of contribution from JTA. I didn't necessarily, we didn't really get a lot of scoring from him, but his activity defensively and, moving the ball and helping the other guys spread out, I appreciate that, especially when Lonnie, who went 0 for 5 last game, didn't play. So, just to be able to fill in that void and keep the team moving in the right direction. So shout out JTA again. And then Westbrook, 2 assists tonight away from a triple-double. My front runner, my Laker bias, he's front runner for MVP. I don't care about what Malik Monk's doing over there in Sacramento. I don't care. My focus is on Westbrook getting that 6th man of the year. Westbrook made lots of passes down the stretch and got guys open, got AR open shots, and all the other guys. Troy Brown a couple of one open three. My bad. He got Troy Brown some open shots too. So good to see Westbrook go out there and have a good game. And I was worried, man. I was worried early in the game when he picked up that tech because he was going at that ref. I thought Westbrook might have got ejected tonight, which would have been bad for the Lakers. because he's the only anchor off the bench that can, hold the team together. Westbrook has his own unit pretty much when he goes out there on the floor and he gets in the game. And for Westbrook to be missing from that unit, if he would have been ejected, would have been big tonight. I don't think the Lakers would have been able to come back and stay in the game. So shout out to the ref for having that patience to not throw Westbrook out of the game, because you could clearly see he was frustrated. He didn't get a foul on the other end, and he went all the way from one end to the other, yelling at the ref. The ref just gave him a tech to pretty much tell him, shut up. I'm trying to keep you in the game. I understand the circumstances that you guys are going through. So, shout out to the ref on that. He could have easily tossed Westbrook because he kept going at it even after getting that first tech. And we also seen Trae Young go down early in the game, but Trae ended up coming back and doing what he does, hitting threes and stuff like that. But I'm not even going to lie to you. Coming into the game, we didn't hear Trae Young was going to play. And check this out. Here's another player who was out the game before, or a few games before, that decides to come back against the Lakers. Now, guess what? That backfired on you, Trae Young. So now what? Eat them apples, boy. But like I said, Trae got hurt early in the game, and I wasn't expecting him to I didn't think he was going to come back the way they said he went back to the locker room, but I guess you go back to the locker room these days, probably just getting taped, or, you just want to, get right before you get back out there in front of everybody. But I was worried coming into the game because Dejounte Murray, I don't really feel like he had his imprints on the game like he would have had before. Last time he played him, he was with the Spurs, got that triple-double, and he was balling. Yes. And so, but yeah, I was worried about the Hawks backcourt coming into this one, because the Lakers just sometimes they let people light them up, and we let guys have career games on us. It's not nothing new. This is something that that's been going on for a while. Guys really, and just NBA players in general, get up to play the Lakers. Shout out Pat Bev for holding Dejounte and Dejounte Murray and Trae Young in check. My bad, I tried to confuse them both. But shout out Pat Bev for getting in there, playing D, disrupting both of those guys, making sure they didn't have the game that could have sent the Lakers packing on to the next game. So shout out Pat Bev for that tonight. So I think today, right before the game or during the telecast, we got an update on AD's health. I guess he is almost to the point where he's pain-free. So I guess that's a good, still he's not going to play this month. I'm sure he's not playing our next game for sure. Maybe we can get him back a couple games before the All-Star break, or even just, mid-January, that early February, just so he's healthy and come back and play. Because I hope the Lakers aren't trying to just punt the season and say, we don't have AD, we don't have the guys to compete. We're just gonna, lay an egg, because that's what we can do at this point. I don't agree with that. I'm just glad I hope they can put foots in front of each other to facilitate a move of somehow that can help this team get better from where they're at now. But yes, AD, I guess he's pain free now, which means he probably could be possibly on the road to getting back to doing more on court work, more workouts and stuff like that. But that's something to look out for in the future. But today, I'm going to salivate in this Lakers win. I'm glad the boys went out there and took care of business. Excuse me. Now we're on to Charlotte on Sunday or Monday. Excuse me. I'm not sure about the date, but next game is Charlotte, team that we definitely owe a butt whooping to for sure. They got us in LA off a couple fugazi calls down the stretch. So I would love for the Lakers to go into this one ready to go, ready to play, ready to get back on these Hornets that got us last time in LA. Maybe we can split the series. Hopefully we split the series and continue to do well on this road trip. And then when we come back to LA for the road trip, first game back, we got Miami. So Charlotte and then Miami, and then I think that's it for today. Until next time, y'all, thanks for joining me. Peace. You agree with anything I said? You disagree with anything I said? Let me know down in the comments. Once again, happy birthday, King James. Go out there, boy, and get your 47. Thought he was going to get 50, but he got 47. But until next time, y'all, peace.